You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. I felt like we needed to start the day off with a little bit of applause.
Okay.
That perks everybody up. I don't know if you ever just gotten random applause, whether you probably served before and you dropped a bunch of dishes and you feel like an a-hole, but then everyone starts clapping and cheering and you're like, I'm going to do that again. Thanks, everybody. Same thing.
I do that when I'm at a restaurant. I start clapping when somebody drops something.
I think that's a cordial, societal rule. You have to clap and applaud.
Yeah, because sometimes crap happens and you just drop things.
This is why we do F My Life. People love just kind of like celebrating the misery of others in a way. So, speaking of which, we'll have F My Life today around 7:00. It's Wednesday. We're going to do a confession session with Weirdo. Tons of things to give away. I got double up on some of those ticket items, including the World Fighting Championship. But we're going to be giving away tickets for that event, MMA action at the Casino del Sol on November 11th, I believe.
Yes.
And we're going to be giving away our first pair here shortly, so be ready for that. So I woke up this morning and keeping an eye on Florida because this weird hurricane that's hitting from the Gulf into the north part, like kind of like the panhandle of Florida. The only reason why I care is because our friend Kat lives in that area.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Kat just to see how she's doing and just let her know that, hope it blows over well without any catastrophic effects and whatnot, and have not heard anything back yet. And she hasn't been online, and maybe there's power outages or whatever, but, it's one of those, if you listen to the news, catastrophic or historic, a lot of history in the making kind of things. It looks pretty strong, but it's no like category 5. This is me as I get older, and then I'm just like downplaying hurricanes. Like, I've seen stronger. They're like, no, actually, you haven't. Not in the history of man documenting it. Have you seen stronger in this area going across in this pattern? I'm like, okay, all right. Well, they took a different route, but I see stronger. Not just a 4, then a 3, and then I know how this works, and it turns into a 2, and then a 1, and then it's just clouds and rain. And are we gonna be like upset about that? I don't know. It's easy to say, when you're in a desert,
right?
You're not getting hit by hurricanes.
Let's say you've lived here most of your life.
Yeah, it's not like we're not without our own catastrophic, weather patterns and record-breaking years. This year was a record-breaking year up in Phoenix, but it's still Arizona. Record-breaking amount of days over 110, record-breaking amount of days over 115. And this little fun fact, and I know the people in Phoenix loved this. This was the one that they celebrated the most, like, the gold medal. They broke a record for days over 119 degrees. They had 3 this year, and the record was 2 set in 1990. And I remember that year. Oh, it was a hot year. It was a very hot year. I was 10 years old, and as a 10-year-old, you're outside playing all the time, and it was hot. I remember it was hot.
The water never cooled down in the hose that you drink out of the yard.
Yeah. And fun fact, that's the same hose I would drink at dinner and stuff. And, give me my food, tell me to go in the backyard, and if I was thirsty, suck it down. Obviously I enjoy making people laugh. That's what I do for a living. Sometimes in my everyday life, I enjoy making myself laugh. And I had a situation like this where I should have been a YouTuber in another life, right? And I don't record these kind of things that I do. I just do them for my own pleasure. So I took my car to the shop yesterday. I had to get my rotors and brakes replaced.
Yeah.
And so, it's a little deal. It took a couple hours. And the shop, I was in Royal Kia, which is like right down the street from my house. So I just walked there. It's a couple hours, get the phone call, ready to go. So I'm like, cool. Go, I pay everything, and I'm walking out, and there's a guy that walks out with me because they got to take all the plastic and the paper floor mats out of the car because they wash the car for you. It's a nice little service. But like, remember, was a couple months ago, I backed into that senior citizen in a car
Oh,
wash.
yes.
Yeah. So I have kind of like an unsightly dent in the back of my car, right? It's noticeable, but it doesn't affect its driving or anything. But we're walking out to the car, and I just decided, I thought this would be a good moment to do this. And I go, we're walking up, and I go, what the F is this, man? What the hell? I only leave for a couple hours. I give you my card, and this is what you see this? And I am like red-faced rage, right?
You are full
commitment, right? Just to F with this guy. And he's like, I don't know. I was just inside. I don't know. And just when he's about to break a sweat, I'm like, I'm just messing with you, man. He's just like, F you, dude.
I would have cried.
It was so good though. Yes, it was kind of I told this story to my daughters. Guess what I did? And she's like, that was a jerk move. And I'm like, well, okay, it might have been a jerk move, but I thought it was hilarious. And I was just messing with him. Obviously he didn't do anything, and I'm not trying to get a free service, but at the same time, there's a life hack for you. If your car's all dinged up and you take it to a shop, when you get it back, you can pretend like it wasn't dinged up to begin with. And then next thing you know, free oil change, bitches. Something. So, again, this is just something that just pops into my mind. I just I want to be a little chaotic on a Tuesday. And I did that for myself. And you should have seen me. My car is all fixed. It was nice. And I'm in the car, I'm 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And I'm just smirking and just just pat myself on the back. Sometimes I get such joy out of others' misery. It's messed up.
Jesus.
I know, but I had a good time. And I'll tell you what. So there's two ways that this worked out. When I left, the guy either went in and said, man, this guy was hilarious, totally got me, or he was just like, F that guy. Yeah. So either way, that's polarizing, and I'm there. And I was like, you like my acting, huh? And he's like, that was pretty good. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I do that for a living, It's like I'm a professional actor. So there's not too many opportunities you get such a layup to F with somebody so hard.
That is true.
And that is true. And I didn't have this planned ahead of time. We were walking out. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the podcast broadcast. We are live. We just did our show open, and I'd like to welcome in studio a very special guest who's going to give us a rundown, all things HoCo, which is the annual music festival that takes over downtown, specifically Hotel Congress. We got David Slutes. Good morning, David.
Good morning. Well, thanks for having me on.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for being on, dude. Well, I'm excited about HoCo Fest each and every year. I'm sad to hear the news that this is the last one, but this is a celebration of a long run. We're going to talk about why this is the last one and what to expect, how people can participate and enjoy themselves on this Labor Day weekend, hanging out at Hotel Congress for all the music, so we're gonna get down with that right after Disturbed, but we're gonna keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast, which is live right now. You can join us youtube.com/bevegan. Be right back right after this. Here's Unstoppable on Rock 102.1. Clear. Okay. Yeah, so and I'm gonna pull up not only am I'm going to pull up the lineup, we're also going to look at some music videos and stuff from some of these artists. Like you got the Senators on there. What's a band? Is your band playing on here for the last one?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course.
That's a mistake. You should never try to run a festival and play a festival. That's a pro tip right there.
Are you killing yourself with that?
Oh my God. It's ridiculous. It's really stupid.
Now, how many acts in total are on this year's HoCo Fest on average?
Not on average. This year there's 69 acts.
Yes, I know
it.
That's right.
I almost said 70 or 68 just to avoid that, but there's literally 69 acts.
Yeah, nice. you big old perv. I see you. I see you. Stop the 69. So 69 acts going over the course of 3 days, right? Is 3 nights or 4 nights?
It's actually, we've had to stretch it. It's now 5 nights. We're going to have a Ola Oko thing on Thursday night, and then the HoCo Hangover with the Bled on Monday.
Nice.
Really killer.
Okay, and that's what's rounded out to 69. How long does it take you to piece this festival together? Is this a year-long process?
No, this one in particular is a labor of love. Since it's the last one, it's really based around a lot of great Tucson music. I knew in my heart who I wanted to have play this thing. I knew the great Tucson acts I wanted, And so I just started working on them to make sure they're playing this thing. So it took about 6 months maybe to get everyone rounded up, and
Nice.
it is hurting cats, but it's pretty great.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've put together, mini fests like this and local shows, and it's never really easy. There's always moving parts and things that you don't take in consideration that you have to deal with on the fly. So putting together something this massive, even though it's annual, is impressive, and it's not surprising that you're like last one. Now, why is this the last one?
Well, if you think about it, the very first HoCo Fest was in 2005, and it was to celebrate Club Congress's 20th anniversary. And I thought, I'd love to celebrate. This is the greatest club in Arizona. But what makes it a great club? It's all the great music that we have. It's all the great local bands that have played there and grown there. And I said, why not, instead of making about Club Congress, make about all the acts that have made Club Congress great?
Right.
And so that year I brought back a lot of people. I brought back the best Tucson bands I could, had like 40 reunions, and it was such a success and so good. We just kept going. And now 18 years later, COVID and all that. So, you know what, let's do one final big blowout and reinvent this thing next year.
So it's not that HoCo Fest is done. I mean, HoCo Fest itself as a brand, go ahead and set up there, bud. As a brand is, going to be done, but you're kind of rebranding,
well, I mean, Labor Day weekend has become a great weekend to do stuff on, we found out, but for this as a theme, it's just, you can't keep trotting out the old horses.
Yeah.
So we reimagined a few years ago and just brought in a bunch of cool new bands from around the world, and it just introduced Tucson to a bunch of cool stuff. But the education part, the bandwidth it takes to do that, the money it takes to do that, it's just hard. And then when COVID hit, it's like, oh man, we should take a breath and go for one final great blowout. And that's what this was all about. And could put all my energy in, and I could die on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a HoCo Fest last year then, huh?
No, we did.
Oh,
We had a fantastic HoCo Fest last year, of the version of it, bringing all the international artists, all these underground artists, and really introducing people to stuff. It was a marvelous thing, but it just wiped us out, cost tons of money, and just, it was just a big lift, and said, let's go back to the original thing. Let's do something like we did originally and wrap it up, and then go on to move on to some other stuff.
Yeah, we're talking with David Slutes from Hotel Congress and HoCo Fest. It's happening this weekend. Basically 5 nights of great music, entertainment, food, beverages, all at Hotel Congress is basically the center point for what's going on. So if you're not going out of town this weekend, well, then that's good news, because HoCo Fest is doing one last hoorah of HoCo Fest and celebrating just Arizona music in general. 100%. I say Southern Arizona music, but you got, acts from Phoenix. I saw the Senators up there.
Senator Gatecreeper, everyone has to have a Tucson route to do it.
Okay.
There has to be some Tucson tie. Murs, who lives in LA, is the best hip hop export we've ever had.
Yeah.
But has a place here in Tucson. I just said, I got to have him. I got to have this great hip hop stage. He's got to lead it.
Yeah. So you got Murs on this. Oh, yeah. That's pretty stacked on him. That's a good get too. It's not easy to get these national acts as well, because, routing and depending on what their schedule is. So since Murs has a house here in Tucson, did you know this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you come across this information?
Well, we've had Murs before. I'm deeply in the music scene. I'm a fan of his music. He's a great dude. I just realized, if I'm going to have a hip hop stage and represent Tucson, I got to have Murs, and we just twisted his arm and we did it.
Nice. Yeah. It took a little bit of convincing, though.
Not too much. Once he understood what it was all about, it was pretty easy. It's like, and we got a lot of other people he knows. It's going to be a really collaborative stage too. It's going to be pretty cool.
One thing I'm seeing as a problem, and let me just throw problems out, right? I mean, you got this awesome, like, a green room trailer now for the artists who play the main stage out in the back. And if you haven't been to Hotel Congress in a while, they kind of just revamped the outdoor patio part, and they really put on big shows all the time. Like Roger Klein and Peacemakers were there packing that out for a couple nights in a row. A lot of different we watched Metalachi out there pack that. And you could still go and grab drinks at the hotel if you're not going to the concert and buying tickets for that concert. But if you want to see the concert, you buy the tickets, you're in there. I do like the setup on how you do that a lot. But yeah, the green room with all the different artists, are you just going to fence off the entire street and then have that be an area for artists to hang out with? Because on any given day, How many musicians on average do you think going to be taking the stage at HoCo
Well, I
Fest?
counted, because we have to give drink tickets to everybody. We have a guest list for everybody. Trust me,
yeah.
all those weird little operational things. I said, we have about 360 musicians going to be rolling through there this weekend. So,
Wow.
yeah, so it's
amazing.
Nuts. Yeah, it's nuts.
How much booze do you have to order just for the drink tickets for the musicians? Like,
I love our partners and Hensley and Dragoon, the locals who just come in and say, we'll help you out with that.
that's good. Yes.
Seriously, they say, we want to help out the artists. And so we have some great local partners and just really helps us out. Otherwise, that's lift just to keep musicians drunk.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, and that's also since you are a musician, you take care of the musicians, so it's definitely a musician's venue.
Oh yeah.
Everyone loves playing Hotel Congress, whether it's Club Congress or the main stage, or any of the special events.
We have a new jazz stage too. I mean, we have the most amazing little jazz club too.
Okay, so with that though, are you going to have acts perform on the jazz stage this year?
Well, here's a cool thing about it. Yeah, absolutely. And we're doing and we're sort of keeping it that way. But one of the things about this Tucson music event was that after 18 years, we never had Linda Ronstadt represented anyway. Well, she doesn't perform anymore. Anyway.
Yeah.
But how can I do this? How can I represent that? Well, we talked to Linda's people, and they agreed to say, well, let's do something. I came up with 3 ideas. We'll do a big band thing for Linda, for her jazz stuff. We'll do her classic stuff with her cousin Petey Ronstadt's a great musician in his own right, and we'll do her Latin stage on the 3rd night. They just love the whole plan, and so Linda signed off on everything. She loves all of this. So, for example, the jazz club, we're doing a jazz show with a big band on one of the nights. At the same time, we have Gate Creeper doing this grindcore crap. I mean, it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, that's going to be a trip. Oh, so what's the best advice you can give to people as far as parking is concerned? Because there's obviously going to be a lot of people from beginning to end down at Hotel Congress, and of course, ticket information. Do we still have tickets on sale for this?
Yeah, well, full fest pass are all sold out. One of the big movie screens sold out. A couple of little mini shows are sold out. Dailies are still available. We've moved the big Friday show on the plaza to the Fox Theater. So there's space there. It's blowing up. I mean, it's just one of these fun, organic Tucson Woodstock kind of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Do you have any media passes left over?
What's that?
No media passes.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Okay, so you said on Friday you moved some of the show to the Fox Theater. So then there's tickets available for the Fox Theater because Fox Theater holds about 1,500.
Yeah.
And so who did you move over to Fox?
We moved over to the big Desert Rock stage over there with Giant Sand, Sidewinders, Gentlemen After Dark, all this. It was selling a lot of tickets. It looked like it might rain. So I said, why don't we just move that whole stage over there? Because we're going to sell out. The Gate Creeper show's already we know it's going to sell out. The other show's going to sell. We have 2 sell-out shows. Let's move over to the Fox so we can get some more bandwidth.
Okay. Yeah. And so Hotel Congress, you got Club Congress, you got the outdoor patio stage. Are you blocking off the street at all?
Nope. Not going to block off the street.
Don't even need to.
No.
When you got that legendary property. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, see, and we're only scratching the surface on this, guys.
Right.
All right, so youtube.com/beefvegan. We'll continue our conversation with David Slutes. We have more, including we'll play our single song takeover. We'll feature an artist that's going to be taking the stage this weekend as well at HoCo Fest. Ticket information, hocofest.com, hotelcongress.com. That's where you can get your tickets before they're gone. And don't forget, they moved a big show to Fox Theater, so you can join that one as well. So, like I said, just the tip of the iceberg. We'll keep moving. youtube.com/beefvegan. Music on the way by Lits. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. Yeah, so it's a lot. I mean, like unpacking all this. So festival packages, meaning every single day, gone.
Yeah, the thing that gets into everything is gone.
Okay, yes. Okay. And so then there's individual days that's still available for each individual day.
But, yeah, except for Friday, which is a weird night because we knew all 3 shows had a chance to sell out. So we're selling individuals to that. So you can get the big heavy show, Gate Creeper, and the Desert Rock show, and the Linda Ronstadt, the big band thing.
Yeah.
2 of those are already, the Gate Creeper is just about to sell out, and the Linda Ronstadt thing is sold out. And the other one, we just moved to the Fox, so we have some bandwidth there.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pulling up Holy Faint. I like Holy Faint.
She's cool.
Yeah, and you know what? I've been wanting to get him in studio. They were doing a gig with Fairy Bones back in like a couple months ago, and unfortunately the schedule didn't line up or whatnot. They're musicians, so they didn't follow up, and I'm flaky, so I'm a very musician minded as well, so I could forget. But I do have them on my radar.
Good. Yeah, Sophie's great. She knows she's media savvy. She'll jump in there with you.
Yeah, no, and she was. The response when I slid into their DMs was great, and then we just I guess we just dropped the ball, but it will happen here soon. Oh, good morning, Kayla. Good to see you on here. All right, so yeah, I got Holy Faint pulled up, and we'll pick one of their songs. We'll do a Blackberry Champagne because they have a radio edit on that. And that'll be our single song takeover. Do you have any songs that are favorites of yours?
Of theirs or of mine?
Of theirs. Oh, and then we can play one of yours too.
Well, actually, I just heard that one. They did that one live. It's a new one too. So
that's the lead single. All right, good. Yeah. Well, then in about 3 minutes, we're going to play that as our single song takeover, which I'm going to be stoked about. So many artists on this bill, which is, are you going to sleep at all this weekend?
No, God. No.
Yeah.
I'll sleep when I'm dead,
yeah,
which might be Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's hope not. But yes, Dolly Creamer is on here. Dolly Creamer, what do you know about her?
Well, that's a band. Okay. And that whole stage is really cool and sort of an underrated thing because you have Kid Congo Powers, who played with everybody, with the Nirvana guys and all that stuff. Yeah, you have Angie Bowie, David Bowie's wife, who's has a career of her own, is on that thing. Alice Bagg, who's this incredible punk rock artist, legendary. Chick Cashman's going to run that whole stage. And the Fox Bodies, that whole stage is no one's talking about. And it's, I mean, selling plane tickets, but yeah, everyone's talking about all these other things with me. That's really cool punk rock glam stage there.
Yeah, and that's going to be the Club Congress stage.
Yeah, the Sunday night. Yeah.
The Sunday night stage. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I'm going to talk to you after this as well for media. Someone needs to cover this just as a historian. Weirdo and I are licensed historians, Tucson historians. People don't know this yet because they're not going to appreciate our work for another like 10, 20 years, David. But
the historians will understand the historians' work.
Exactly. Because people don't understand or respect historians in present day. We are historians trying to capture present day for history in the making. This is, again, the last HoCo Fest. You need
is this a media pass thing you're working on right now?
Yeah. I'm kissing ass and trying to be like, come on, man. You know me. I've always been a massive supporter of these local bands and independent bands. And
Beef, I'll take care of.
Okay, good. All right. Then we can move forward. All right. So we got Los Velvets here. And they're from Tucson as well, Sonora in Arizona.
Well, that's a cool show too. And that's another one we added on. That's the Ola Oco show. We decided to do a big we're ending with a little free party in the end, big free party at the beginning. But all these cool young Latin bands at the front end are just going to blow it up on Thursday night.
Nice.
Pajama and Piramades and Los Velvets.
So a lot of dancing
that
right there.
You'll get started great on Thursday night, no question about it.
I'm gonna be able to do that too because I'm taking Friday off. Might as well make it a 4-day. After you're done with this, are you taking like 2 weeks off?
No, we have fall schedule to get jumping into.
Oh yeah. You got what else? What other big shows? Just as a side note, what other big shows you have coming to the main stage on the patio in the fall? Anything notable that
just
you
the
can
first
announce?
one right now, a couple weeks after with Foxy's Shazam. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, I do. And yes, that is fantastic as well. You have tickets. I was just seeing that. In fact, I'll reach out to their publicist to talk about Foxy's Shazam and hopefully get them on the podcast.
You should. They're great band, and they're just really happy. We just popped that in, and that's coming to a couple weeks after HoCo, and then we have the lineups filled. I just looked at our ticket thing and said we do 1,250 events a year.
Wow.
1,250.
That's because that's not just counting main stage outdoors, Club Congress indoors, and then the other special events like your Halloween party and
the Nightmare on Congress Street and all the great stuff we do with you guys.
Yeah, man, 1,200 events a year. That's amazing.
Yeah,
and then you're still selling hotel rooms and haunting guests.
That's right. We keep it busy. If there's a place to go, you go to Congress. If you want something to do, there's something going on.
People know that, and each year, even the college students know that, and they come out in full force, and it's always just a blend of demographics, every time. So young and old, all
honestly, that's always been my thing. I always want everyone to feel like they own the place. One of my favorite photos I have is this picture in the cafe of this punk rock guy with this huge mohawk sitting at a table. And across is John McCain and a couple of his films. And they're all enjoying the baked eggs. It's really awesome.
That is awesome. Where do you have that photo at?
It's in
that hanging up?
I should put it up. I have it in my own.
Yeah, dude.
It might be on my Facebook.
That's a hallway poster, That sounds like a poster, actually. That's Fantastic. All right. Okay, we're going to Holy Faint here in a minute. I wish you had that picture posted on your Facebook page as well. Yeah. Mastodona.
Yeah.
So is this a Mastodon band, cover band?
No, it's a heavy. It's one of a sort of super group of local heavy metal dudes who do Madonna covers.
Yes. You hear that? Yeah. Have you heard of Mastodona before?
You should check them
No.
out. They're great because
That's amazing.
Pairing them with Molten Leather, who is, closest thing we have to Guar in Tucson. It's just like, it's badass.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Dang it, I won't be here on Sunday.
And that's a daytime thing. It's a matinee show.
Really?
Yeah, that's all a matinee
because
show.
it's still technically a cover band, but yeah, they're a hardcore Madonna cover band.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I
them
love
up right
that.
now.
So what time do they hit the stage? You recall?
Like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, okay. But on Sunday. So
Yeah,
it's
Sunday
day
we
drinking.
have the metal mass from Father Larry,
Yeah.
who's in Demon Weed, and then we have a Black Wolf from Oakland, who's got Tucson roots and just a great stoner rock band, and it's a great night. It's a great afternoon of heavy stuff in the club.
So next year, Labor Day, rebranding. So I mean, you don't want to like reveal what might be the concept, what might be the name, or are you even that far along? Or
I
you
am.
just know that okay.
Yeah.
So you do have a vision in mind of what
Yes.
you're gonna do
Uh-huh.
that is going to be a big event,
Labor Day weekend.
but different. Have a different aesthetic, feel, vibe, things like that.
Mhm.
Maybe smaller in scale, bigger in scale, as far as lineups are concerned.
Well, it's gonna be more of a weekend party, and not in the same sense that it's just a bunch of reunion bands, and like it's gonna have. There's a theme, and I'll share that
Okay.
eventually.
All right.
Get me through the weekend.
Okay, so yeah, that's good. Well, we're talking with David Slutes from Hotel Congress, and of course, this year is going to be the last HoCo Fest, and they're going out with a bang. But that doesn't mean that there won't be big events at Labor Day weekend at Hotel Congress for the foreseeable future, because he was just mentioning that there is going to be another one next year. It's going to be a different style of event,
That's
different
right.
theme, a concept, but still just
Super
as
fun.
big.
It'll be super fun. But
I don't
it's-
doubt it, dude. You've been throwing parties for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're all super fun. They've always been super fun.
Except that one.
Except that one. Yeah. We won't talk about that one. Right. Well, speaking of bands, now this year's theme is essentially a retrospective and a celebration of Arizona music, Sonora music, Tucson music, to be more precise. So every single band has to have some sort of Tucson root.
That's great.
And that's what David has put together, a very massive 5-day event with talent and genres spanning everything. I mean, there's literally something for everybody. But the underlying theme and the concurring theme is just an amazing amount of talent and infectious music. So no matter what you like, you're going to go there and you're going to find something you love. And I know this for a fact because I've seen a lot of these bands. I know exactly the kind of like talent threshold that you have. Like, you're not going to put on any amateurs here.
That's right.
Whether they're signed or unsigned, there is a certain quality that needs to be considered to even be a part of this. So,
Well, and I'll tell you, it's like, I mean, there's 60 acts, and I probably could have gone twice as much and twice as many stages, and had a lot of great stuff. But I just really, for this one, we had to get the best. I want anyone who's in Tucson or coming to Tucson to go, wow, this is Tucson music.
yes.
And really be blown away, because it's an amazing amount of talent. It truly is. It compares with anything, and I think we get to really put a good light on what Tucson's all about.
Yeah, dude, this is Tucson music. That's HoCo Fest. So if you want, you got to come out and celebrate Tucson music. And the thing is, you don't have to be there from open to close. It is 5 days long, but try to get your tickets, pick a day, come out and be blown away. I'm going to play a song from an artist that's been on my radar for a minute that's going to be taking the stage. What day is Holy Faint going to be playing?
They're joining us on the Fox stage on Friday night.
See, look at you. You cherry picked all your artists to play with you, because Sidewinder is going to be playing Fox, right? That's David's band, which we played on
I don't
here.
want to play, by the way. I have too much to do.
I know. But at the same time, you still stack your lineup to be this dope ass lineup.
Good lineup.
I mean, when
Good lineup.
you're the promoter of the show, you might as well be like, who do I want to play with me? So, so at the Fox Theater, I'm sure this is a great opportunity for Holy Faint as well. They just released a brand new radio single called Blackberry Champagne. We're going to play it for you for the very first time. So without further ado, the single song takeover today is Tucson music. Holy Faint, Blackberry Champagne. See them live this Friday at the Fox Theater. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. I'm gonna pull this up so you can see this or hear this. Watch.
In the spring, and candles spell smoked and drowned by blackberry champagne. Can't deny that we were loved and lost, but you were rich and so you paid the cost. Dark ride home, the taxi's here. I slipped in the snow, 'cause you pulled me there. I said, please just stay with me. Remember you were once a friend. I know that this will someday end. The spring hunt starts when morning light floats in on the breeze. Expensive things strewn all around are gathered as you leave. For you, I live when you were around. But 3 days passed before I was found. I said, please don't wait for me, 'cause I'm not ready for this heat. But then she'd whistle from the street.
There you go, right there. That's Holy Faint. Here, I gotta press pause before it plays again because I just played that off the Spotify, which you could hear a bunch of music of theirs on Spotify as well. That song was called Blackberry Champagne, latest single from them, and they are a band that's a perfect example that kind of personify the sound of Tucson in a way. For me, it's kind of that desert folk. Kind of.
I mean, they take it to a whole nother. They're very cinematic band. They're all over the place. They're half Queen, half some heavy band, half folk, half. I mean, they're getting harder and weirder, and it's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Especially the harder they get with obviously impressive vocals and melodies that they're already kind of presenting. So Holy Faint is definitely a band that you got to keep an ear out for because it seems like they're making moves. They're doing it right. And I can't wait to meet them in person. And this is just the beginning. Again, the talent threshold is, is high on this one. David Slutes, I trust this man so much in his talent and scouting and what he like considers good music. I know for a fact, and that's the reason why Hotel Congress always has these fantastic acts that you either know and love or that are up and coming that you need to catch before they go to that next level. And so many. I mean, hell, during your run at Hotel Congress, what are some bands that have played Club Congress off the top of your head that are kind of like on this national or international scale, like have blown up?
Since I've been there.
Yeah,
seriously?
Since you've been there, yeah.
Just before I got there, I mean, Nirvana played there, No Doubt played there. We had 1980, 1975. Sia. There's been so many bands that go through and you go, that one's going to make it.
Yeah.
But I will also say there's a bunch of bands that just by luck or not luck that you go, these guys are awesome, that just didn't make it, but they're so good. They're so good. And
yes.
the great thing about streaming and all this other stuff we listen to now is that you get a hold of that stuff and your algorithm will find that you have a better chance of finding some of these acts. But back in the day, you just hoped and prayed these tours would happen. You get as many people out to see this band as possible and hope people love them and they launch. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I mean, luck is a factor. Many factors, and they know that. Anyone who's made it or not made it, or even almost made it in the industry knows that there's so many variables, and it's not just being good. It was just being good to be a lot of people that be able to make that. But yeah, so I mean, honestly, Hotel Congress is like the stage where legends played, and you can see tomorrow's legends this weekend. Who from this 60 group or 60 band lineup is going to be the next breakout international star. You got to go out and judge for yourself and see for yourself, and then you could say you were there at HoCo Fest, the last HoCo Fest, produced by Hotel Congress and David Slutes. Congratulations, David. I'm excited for this. Again, any information for people to get their tickets to be a part of this?
Yeah, I would say, look at the lineups a little bit. You're going to find something different but get your tickets early. Most of these stages are going to be selling out. So please come on down.
Absolutely. And yeah, I know Tucson's a walk-up town, but if you F around to walk out, you will find out that you will not be allowed in. So plan in advance. And hopefully we'll see you there. We're going to hit the reset on the FM side. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents right after this. David Slutes, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
Clear. All right. We're playing some commercials. We'll get back to what we're playing here. And David, again, awesome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Of course, dude. Of course.
You're one of the
the lobby.
Yeah, thank you.
You say that into the mic.
Look
at
actually,
they all always see it.
Right.
And then immediately in that split second, I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. My pain is going to be his pain. And then a little double honk on the way out. Deuces. All right, let's get right into our show here. We got music on the way from Avatar, but I do want to give away a pair of tickets to start off the show. So as simple as caller number 10. If you want to see some live MMA action, the World Fighting Championship that's happening November 11th at Casino del Sol's Ava Amphitheater. Caller number 10 is going to pick up a pair of tickets. You'll be my first winner of the morning, but you won't be my last. Your Morning Morons coming up next. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go. And we are back. See, that was a quick little transition. Please welcome. I'm just going to call him intern Eric. Eric have you met Eric yet, weirdo?
Were you at the Incubus show? The tent? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think,
okay.
We've seen each other like once or twice, but
Okay.
like we haven't had like a full conversation. So
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it's more just been like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And
Just walking by each other in the hallway. Yeah,
exactly.
And that's why I have him in the studio this morning, because I want him to have a full conversation with you and pledge his case as to why he should be the 5th member in your Polycube family.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you recruiting young? No, I'm just kidding. No, there's a couple things. Obviously, young blood, and Eric's part of the promo crew. He also is doing fun little video work and stuff. So I wanted to kind of get him, get his feet wet a little bit on the show. And, as we start building up this content machine that is Beef Vegan Presents, as we're, putting together content. And I know Eric has some cool stuff too on Instagram. Actually, you have some stuff I could show on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's pull that up right now. Some of the work you could do. And then, we're kind of troubleshooting and coming up with different ideas for Eric, and we will. And we'll get him on the street to give away tickets here soon. Kind of like think Austin without the crimes. And then there's so many other things. So here, I was just balancing my commercials real quick because
Yeah, most of the stuff that I have on like Instagram is like really weird, not gonna lie.
yeah. You know what? You're hanging out with really weird people. Her name is Weird.
Okay, yeah, so it
Weird
works out then.
Right.
Yeah, so it works out then.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can make either of us blush or be like, wait, then
Wait a
you
second.
have done something amazing.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hold on, my search bar for Instagram's not really. What's your do you know what your handle is on Instagram?
Yeah, SOY.
SOY Soy Boy?
No, SOYCOOPXR.
COPXR?
Yeah, and then like a period, JPG.
Okay.
Yeah,
JPG.
yeah,
Oh, that's your Instagram?
that should be.
Okay. Nope.
Do you have?
All right, no, that's fine. Sign as
Yeah.
beef vegan. I am a beef vegan mother. All right. Okay, got it. All right. What is your Instagram profile? Just the search without the URL.
Here. Let me see if I can. If you want, I can just like hand you over the phone and you can like see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that doesn't help me, dude. I want to show people on the stream what you got, but I do appreciate that.
Mhm.
All right. Well, in the meantime, here let's do this. Let's break Eric in the right way, with a game.
Nice.
Okay. Now here's the deal. We like to play games here, Eric. I'm gonna have you go against Weirdo right now.
Okay.
Now, yesterday on the podcast broadcast, we talked about dude wipes, pumpkin spice, butt wipes. Right?
Oh, that gets a big no from me. That doesn't sound like.
Yeah, well, I'm not asking you to use them for this
no,
bit.
I get that.
That'd
I
be
get
great.
that. Just the whole concept gets a big no from me.
Oh, well, I'm telling you, first off, you're not looking at the big picture, and I'll tell you why it might be a yo as opposed to a no.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you have a girlfriend right now?
I do not. No.
Okay, so if you had a girlfriend, there's a good chance that she loves pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Now,
definitely.
your generation is the generation that's all about eating ass, and there was no like my generation and Rick's
You guys were
generation on the
sanitary.
stream.
Yeah.
We are not the ass eating generation. That's 100% you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. We lost all our standards.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You-
Jesus, how old are you?
I'm 23.
God
Yeah,
damn it,
he's old enough to
babies.
eat a bunch of ass, dude.
Baby.
So here's the thing. No, and again, this has been a phenomenon that's been around for a few years with this generation, and you could blame COVID, you could blame a lot of things, but they go for the ass first, and then they work their way around.
Interesting.
Yes. Okay, so but with that in mind, okay, it's not just guys eating ass. Now guys like their ass eaten. Yes,
Well,
these are
yeah,
facts.
that gets a big no from me too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for right now,
Yeah.
you'll find the girl who is all about it, and she'll be hot enough, and then you'll be like, all right, I'll give it a try, and then you'll be like, wait a
I'll
second,
give it
that
a shot.
tickles.
Yeah, exactly,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so the pumpkin spice dude wipes, is great for the guy who has a girlfriend who loves pumpkin spice and eating ass, right? It's just you're giving something that she likes doing with the flavor that she craves. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, that's not the game. I just wanted to point that out as a fact. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna give you so the pumpkin spice butt wipes are a real product. I'm gonna give you a list of pumpkin spice flavored things that are either real or fake, and you have to tell me whether they're real or fake. Okay, and we're gonna go back and forth, giving you suggestions. Whoever has the most points will win the game. Are you ready?
Yeah. Understood.
Okay,
Let's
good.
go.
All right, so getting right into it. First product is pumpkin spice Bath and Body Works soap.
That's 100% real.
Okay, Eric, you are correct. Why did you buy that for your mom this Christmas?
Hey, I'm just saying. She wanted something special. I just figured I'd go ahead and get that. Do something nice.
Yeah. All right, good. I just want to make sure I could see your face on the stream, so don't hide behind that mic thing. So see that camera.
100%.
There you go. And you're fidgeting with your hands. Are you nervous?
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
lighter?
most definitely. Yeah, I was not prepared for this. Yeah, I didn't realize what I was getting into when I came in here this morning. Not gonna lie.
Well, that's essentially what
You're
everyone
doing
says.
fine.
Yeah, you're
Definitely.
doing fine. Okay, so now I'm going to ask Weirdo.
Okay.
Weirdo, this is your product. Pumpkin spice M&Ms.
Real.
That's correct.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a
go. There you
complete
go.
guess.
I bet you that's delicious too. All right, Eric, here's your next one. Don't fuck this up.
Definitely.
Pumpkin spice Skittles.
Yeah, that's a no.
That is correct. All right, this guy knows pumpkin spice. This
All right.
generation.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. I got the whole generation behind me.
Yeah, you were raised on pumpkin spice.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
pumpkin spice just doesn't mix with fruity. Like I could see it with like chocolate or
Yeah,
something, but
yeah.
not fruit.
And that was my first thought too. I was like,
Yeah.
Skittles, no way.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. It sounds like
Mm-mm.
it's a terrible idea. And you're
Yeah.
right. You guys are right. So it is fake. All right, back to you, Weirdo. Pumpkin spice kettle corn.
I could see that being a thing.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, dude. And if you set up a kettle corn like stand on the side of the road, you offer a pumpkin spice during Halloween, you're going to be raking in the dough.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact. My mom has a very profitable business. You know, it's sustained our family for over 20 years. But her goal, she wanted for a second, like her fantasy was to give all that up and just start selling kettle corn and become a millionaire and travel around the fucking country. I'm like, what are you talking
Oh
about?
my god, kettle corn's so good. That's the only popcorn I'll eat.
It's good, but nobody's becoming a millionaire doing it. Have you seen people who sell kettle corn on the side of the road? They don't even have teeth, right? So that doesn't make them millionaires. So, okay, here we go. Back to you, Eric. Don't fuck this up. Pumpkin spice bath bomb.
Yeah, that's definitely real.
That's correct. And so what's the thought process behind that? Why do you believe that's real? I mean, you're right.
See, because the thing about bath bombs is that there's so many different types, and people just like buy those and they just get them shipped to their house 24/7. So I'm imagining that
There's a scent for
someone's
everything.
definitely yeah, exactly. There's
Yeah.
a scent for everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
Or the
absolutely.
fact that it's not edible, so like just having that smell,
yeah, exactly.
the scent.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, are we going to have just such blowback? I mean, there's already like, somewhat of a popular blowback where you make fun of pumpkin spice, obviously. But will there be a real blowback to where you will get to a point where just the scent or the smell of pumpkin spice will make us sick? And it's like, that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So here you go, weirdo.
Mhm.
Is this real or fake? Pumpkin spice Capri Sun.
I hope not. That sounds awful.
Yeah, that sounds terrible as a drink. That sounds terrible. That sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
so I'm gonna
So-
say fake.
You're going to say fake? Okay, so we're back at Rock 102.1 KFMA. I have Weirdo and our intern Eric going off, facing off against each other in a round of real or fake pumpkin spice edition in honor of our top story yesterday, which was the pumpkin spice dude wipes. So I did this game earlier on. We've been saying what's real, what's fake. You know, I thought a product, they have to guess if it's a real product or a fake product. And it's all tied up, actually. And you were
okay.
correct. So it's 3-3. So
Okay.
we're going to do
Okay.
this. The way we're going to spice this up, pumpkin spice
Oh,
this up,
good
if you
Lord.
will. You see what I did with the pumpkin? And,
I got it.
okay.
Got
it.
She's like, you don't gotta tell me.
So you got to buzz in with your name. I'm going to go product. First person buzz in with their name gets the answer. If they get it right, they get a point. Their opponent gets right. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Understood.
all right. Okay, good. Thank you. Here we go. Buzz in with your name if you think you know this. Go thick fast. All right. Pumpkin spice hand lotion.
Weirdo.
All right.
That is
Oh.
real. I have seen it.
Okay, correct. All right. Next one. Pumpkin spice flavored dental dog treats.
Eric.
Yes,
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. on
that's
that.
correct. All right.
Oh my
next one.
God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We were just talking about that. We were like, oh, it's not food with the bath bombs,
I
but here
guess,
we are.
yeah.
Here's food coming up. Yeah.
All right. Buzz in with your name if you think you know this. Pumpkin spice Tampax tampons.
Weirdo.
Weirdo.
That is fake.
Correct.
That is so
Nice.
fake. Don't do not put the pumpkin spice anywhere near there.
Yeah. No.
Well,
Definitely not.
But same benefits as the dude wipes. All right, here we go. Pumpkin spice Tropicana pumpkin juice.
Eric.
Yes.
Yes.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
weirdo. If you get another one right, then you're going to win
Okay.
this game. Here we go. There's the next one. A pumpkin spice chai potpourri.
Weirdo.
Yes.
I think just like the bath bomb, that's got to be real.
That is correct.
Yes!
Oh, no. Eric came in for the very first time, got spanked by our very own weirdo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No,
I
there's-
took a major L right there.
You took me out, but that's how
I'm
we
holding
welcome
it.
people to the show.
Mhm.
You know, you stick around for a while, then you start racking up dubs. But
Yeah,
if
exactly,
you just pop
exactly.
in first time, you're gonna
You're
get that
taking
hard
it
out.
out. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. There, we'll show you our viral video of the day. Be back with your beef tip after these words. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right, so that was fake or real, and we'll play that game again tomorrow with Weirdo and Rico.
Rico.
Yeah, we got.
that other dude.
Yeah, tomorrow's show is gonna be insane. Okay.
Oh my
so-
gosh.
So we got we're gonna be doubling up. So we're gonna be recording 2 shows because we're gonna take Friday off. But I'll still have a podcast to share with you. So you'll be able to comment along on that if you choose to. Also, we are gonna have Herb Stratford, of course. We have a tap out.
Yes.
So a new tap out guest is gonna be in studio. I'm also having another guest that is some charity for SVP. You know how we had Brittany Battle and Bree in the other day. You streamers know. Well, they brought in somebody else to talk about the Bear Down Fridays. So we're gonna have that. And in the middle of all that, we're going to be recording 2 shows. We're going to be doing one show live on the air. We're going to be recording Friday's show. Your guys are going to hear some of that. And then we might even have like an interview.
Maybe. Still waiting on getting confirmation from it.
Yeah. And intense. I
Yeah.
have to write 2 shows, maybe even perform a rap GPT. But it's fine. When is the next tap air is a good question. Don't know yet. They have to sell that, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Let's get into our viral video of the day here. And let's see. I'm scrolling this down. I got about 5 minutes and then we'll get into a beef tip. Beef tip's pretty cool, actually. So keep that in mind. Here is. Oh, okay. I'm gonna play this one first. This is TikTok. Because I feel like I can relate to this in a negative way, which is unfortunate. Because I just went through a breakup not too long ago, and I was very tight with her family. Her family loved me, and so I thought. It wasn't until hindsight that I found out that maybe 1 or 2 people in the family did not love me as much as they presented it. Right?
That's super awkward.
Yeah, and that sucks, dude. Because it's like your heart's broken a couple times over, right? You're
exactly.
sad because you're breaking up in your relationship, and then you grow feelings for the family members, and then then whatever. So it is what it is. Here's a situation of some girl's family who celebrated when she was broken up with. This is her getting a breakup text at dinner with her family. This is how the family reacted. Check this out.
Yeah. Sad. We should cheers to that. Cheers.
So she's sending the breakup text?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. So the other way around. But yeah, so basically, yeah, she's
sad. We should cheers to that. Cheers.
So broke up via text, which is a chicken shit move too. That's like a ghost move. And then the whole family, classy family too, drinking wine.
Right. I was just like, this family looks bougie. Like they got money too.
I know. You could have paid for a service to have someone break up for you.
Oh yeah, that concierge app that we were talking about.
It's funny because I know Todd's on here. There was a guy who went viral at the beginning of going viral, where he had that service where he would break up 4 people. They would reach out to him and he would record the phone calls. Todd, what was the name of that guy again? I could probably pull up that video. In fact, actually, Todd, you might be able to pull it up, but I am running out of time. Anyways, those were fascinating. And it was good, though, because it was just over the phone. I don't think you could do that legally today. And this, again, was like 2010. Now, there was a radio DJ in Phoenix who did a bit where he would have his, like, Eric, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
Go out and break up for his listeners, right?
Oh.
But they had to stop it because it was a liability, because the kid Eric, whatever, was getting his ass kicked. And it was like threatening his life.
Yeah. So he's just going out and getting punched in the face. Yeah.
Yes.
Super awkward.
Yeah. Okay. So Todd wrote, it was called I Dump For You. And it was sad in real life, like conspiracy theory sad. Really? Well, you're gonna have to explain that, Todd. All right, I'm sending you an invite real quick. But yeah, so that was a funny radio bit, but it was real, and that was the problem. They can't do it for real. Like, so War of the Roses or any of that shit, John J. Rich, that's all fake. That's all actors. So there are no repercussions. But I think Strawberry was the name of the guy who attempted to do this. And within like 2 months, it got a lot of buzz. And it quickly got shut down because the guy's like, what the fuck are you? Because here's the problem. When the guy was going up saying, hey, you girl Lisa, she ain't your girl no more, right?
Yeah.
The guy's like, you fucking Lisa? And I will kill you.
And yeah, exactly. And he starts running up on him.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, the guy that's banging my girlfriend is telling me that my girlfriend don't want to see me anymore. I'm going to kill this dude.
Yeah.
All right. So Todd, tell me what's this backstory for the
So no,
he
the I Dump For You guy, when we found him originally back in the day, when I was producing for you then, so I was his contact guys, and we ended up on Facebook together back then because that was the fastest way to like find people. And he would post some really just like wild, like really out there right wing stuff. So it was not great.
So
Not
he
a
went down the
good one.
rabbit hole on that. So yeah, but he was onto something back in the day, wasn't that?
No, like the
blowing up?
service was great. He was funny, except for he was just he wouldn't even let us play anything after we talked to him because he wanted money for it all.
Oh yeah. That's why we stopped doing it. Why did we need permission? No, we just rip it from YouTube.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
pirates
We just
anyways.
ripped everything else off anyway, so it's whatever. Put it out
Yeah.
publicly, my guys. Sorry, what do you want us to do?
No. Well, that does actually kind of surprise me. I mean, it's pretty odd how many people went down that rabbit hole and got stuck with the super conspiracy theories, and some people were able to pull back, and hopefully he's one of them. But yeah, well, that's a good update, dude. So are you still friends with them, or did you block them?
No. I'm long gone.
Well, good checking in with you. I'll talk to you here soon. I appreciate you, Todd. We're gonna get in. You what? Anything else before I let you go?
No, I just said I was like, yeah, cha-ching, and you were supposed. Why are you so bad at radio?
That's not true. I've been on point today. I don't know if you've been listening, but I've been
you'll put me backstage. We're gonna talk later.
All right. Well, I thought I was doing pretty good. Weirdo.
Yeah, you've done pretty good today.
All right, thank you.
Only 3 mispronounced words.
Oh, okay, what were the 3 mispronounced words?
I don't remember.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And I don't think, first off, it's not mispronounced. It's slang.
Okay, got it.
It's my slang. I'm sorry you never heard
you
my
just don't know the
slang
lingo.
before.
You just don't know the lingo. That's all it is.
For shizzle.
Get out.
I make up. Yeah, of course, my intern's going to be
Get
having
the
my
new
back.
guy out of here.
Derek the
Brown
intern, you got my
noser.
back.
This
Yeah.
guy sucks.
All right, well, let's get into a beef tip before we wrap things up. Again, tomorrow morning, it's going to be a jam-packed show. We got tons of tickets to give away. I'm doubling up on Pedal to Mud. Also for, what is it? I keep thinking Set It Off.
Saving Abel.
Well, I keep thinking Set It Off because that was on Monday.
Right.
So, okay, Saving Abel. And then, of course, the World Championship Fighting MMA, which is at Casino del Sol in November. So we're going to be giving away those tickets. Plus, we're going to be doing a round of tap out with a brand new sponsor. I'm happy to introduce them to you guys tomorrow. Herb Stratford will be joining us.
Nice.
Rico will be in studio along with Weirdo. So it's going to be fun. And of course, it's Thursday. So we'll even probably bust out a rap song, Rap GPT style.
Nice.
Yeah. So all that and more in store for tomorrow. Before that, of course, Robin Nash from Razor will be next. But before we leave you, I'd like to give you your beef tip. And this one is nice because everybody in Arizona is trying to keep their place as cool as possible. Right. So this beef tip is how to keep your place cooler if you have blinds. Some guy on TikTok is going viral after claiming that you can keep a room 8 degrees cooler by pointing your window blinds up instead of down.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't add up to me. How does that work?
Well, I mean, I can show you the video on this, and maybe I'll do that right now, and you could hear the audio. But I think it makes sense to me because sun was kind of going down,
You're
heating up the ground.
supposed to turn your blinds up
Listen.
in summer? How old were you when you realized this crazy fact? You ever notice those blinds, those aluminum ones in your house, the one that has that little stick
I like
that
this
you
guy.
can turn it, it moves them up or down?
Yes.
There is an actual reason for that. And during the summertime, you're supposed to move it up, as in the rounded part of the aluminum blind is pointing upwards. That is so that it can direct the warm light from the summertime and the sun, obviously, up. It'll direct all the warm light up, causing a room to be up to 8 degrees cooler. I didn't believe it, and I tried it out myself. So I'm in the test room. Here's the blinds that I'm talking about. I have them up. This room has always been hot, and I never understood why. I turned the blinds up, and it is almost 8 degrees cooler.
There you go. That's all I need to know. So I'm going home immediately and putting my blinds up, and I'll be living in an 8-degree cooler house. And you could do the same. It's as simple as flicking your wrist. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
it makes sense to me because whenever I've had blinds, I put them up because then the room's a little bit darker.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. So
So-
that's your beef tip. So, and Manny said vote for Pedro. He did look like Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh,
So-
no, that guy's got, if you follow him on TikTok, he's got some great videos.
Oh, good. Well, there you go.
Yeah, he's
so,
funny.
See, at first you were skeptical. Now you're on board. I
Yes.
appreciate that. I'd like to thank David Slutes for coming in, talking about HoCo Fest happening this weekend at the Hotel Congress. Hope to see you guys out there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Robin Nash is up next. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.